At Branded by WITZ, we build brands. From logo design to full brand development, print, promotional products, mailings, and website design, we use our creativity to help fuel a lasting impact. Contact Branded by WITZ at 800-796-1523 or stop by our offices on 4th Street in Huntingburg or Main Street in Holland. For more information, check out brandedbywitz.com.
When it comes to your vehicle, nothing is more important than having safe tires to keep you on the road. Come to our local Who's Your Best One in Huntingburg. We have what you're looking for, and we have the best service you're looking for to get those wheels on your ride. Bridgestone or Firestone tires for the best price in the tri-state area. You don't believe me? Come in and see for yourself at Who's Your Best One in Huntingburg. Call us at 812-683-2333. From semis, personal vehicles to fleet vehicles, we'll help you find the perfect tire for your needs. Play ball!
Welcome into episode number 3 of the Montgomery Minute, your latest installment here on WITZ Radio, online at WITZAMFM.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you might be. Doesn't matter. Thanks for joining us here. Colson Montgomery set to join us here in just a couple of minutes. Sports Director Kris Norton here with you this morning as we review, before we get into the bulk of your broadcast here, where Colson's been here the past couple of weeks, as it's been about 2 weeks since we sat down with him. Most recently, a series with the Gwinnett Stripers in AAA baseball as he navigates AAA with the Charlotte Knights, one day on the way to the big leagues as the newest member of the Chicago White Sox. Now, the Charlotte Knights would go 2-4 in that 6-game series, but Colson Montgomery, 3 home runs already this month of May, a couple of extra base hits as well, a double and a triple. Batting average remains at .225 on the season, his first season at the AAA level. Now, this interview series on WITZ would not be possible without some amazing sponsorship partners, and we'll hear from them before we hear from Colson coming up next on WITZ Radio.
Celebrate the spirit of freedom with Freedom Bank's 25th anniversary celebration. For a quarter of a century, you've trusted Freedom Bank to provide you with products, services, and solutions designed to meet your banking needs. Whether it be securing your dream home, financing a small business, or funding that special project, Freedom Bank is here for you. Experience the personalized touch of locally owned, 100% community-centric service. That's freedom. Conveniently located in Jasper, Dale, Huntingburg, Rockport, and online at that'sfreedom.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And welcome into another edition of the Montgomery Minute here on WITZ 104.7 FM, Jasper, Huntingburg, Holland also, because we've got Colson Montgomery in with us today. The latest edition. Colson, I know you're on the go today, but appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, no problem.
So taking a look back to last week, you preached consistency. Batting average was at .225, and I'd say pretty much hit consistency coming into this week. .225, so the batting average, sprinkling in some more extra base hits, doubles, home runs. Do you feel like you're kind of getting into a bit of a groove there?
Yeah, totally. I feel like I'm more just being able to get more consistent at bats and playing every single day, which the best learning tool in this game is just playing every single day, because you can really evaluate yourself, and especially going week by week and things like that. But I feel like I'm getting back into the groove and being more kind of myself. It was kind of unfortunate for the first couple weeks or whatever. I was struggling a little bit, just like we talked about last week with the whole zone thing, and then also the pitchers and things like that. But I feel like I'm coming out of all that stuff, and I'm really excited with where I'm at.
Well, that's good to hear, because a lot of people have the question, from AA to AAA, how are you going to translate? But part of it is too coming in kind of cold just to the season. I mean, you're coming in, new league, new team, and just kind of kicking the rust off too has got to be part of it.
Yeah, totally. A lot of it's just new team, new atmosphere, and things like that. And thing a lot of people don't like is change. And I mean, there's a lot that changed and was out of my control with a lot of things, but I feel like I'm in a really good spot with kind of even what we talked about last week is like with sticking with my routines and my preparation, things like that. And I can really start to see it paying off, especially on a nightly basis with just how I'm seeing the ball and things like that, and just staying more consistent and things like that. But I like where I'm at, and I feel like I'm about to break out here soon.
We'd also talked about some of your free time, what you're doing when you're not actually on the diamond. And I know you don't get a ton of that, but some
Mhm.
of the part of being in AAA is they're asking you to do some more things. Be in the facility. I know you're on the way earlier this morning.
Yeah.
What is it that has changed, certainly from high school, but from high A baseball now to AAA in that regard?
Yeah. I mean, it's just more of just being able to go every single day and be prepared every single day. And so when you're asked to play every single day and things like that, you gotta do some things that you don't want to do, and that's take care of your body a lot more. So even on your off days, you think, oh, your off days you don't do much, but in this regard, I just came from the facilities, so I was in there getting some work done, things like that, just some movement patterns, and also just a little bit of recovery treatment and things like that. Which I mean, the thing that they want, the best thing is what I've always been told is the best thing a player can have is availability. So if you're available every single day and things like that, they're gonna love you and they're gonna want to put you in there. And also, it's the mindset of wanting to play every single day, and that's kind of the theme, kind of what I've really put up on myself for this year. Is this is I mean, my first season I played a full season. I played about 100 something games, but last year I didn't play a full season at all. So I'm trying to put together a full season of wanting to play every single day, and that's you're gonna have to sacrifice some things, especially on your off day of going in and getting treatment and stuff.
Now with AAA, you kind of got a mix of guys that are like you, young and upcoming, some guys that are getting optioned down, some are maybe
Mhm.
working through injuries. So you might not get the 10 to 12-year veteran, with the same ball club with Charlotte. But do you
Yeah.
find yourself, getting pointers from guys that have been there, maybe been through the process like you're going
Mhm.
through right now?
Oh yeah, 100%. We have a relatively kind of old team. We have a lot of guys who've been in the show and they've been sent down throughout their careers and things like that. But a lot of them, they've had their time up in the big leagues, and it's really cool just to see how they go about their business when we're at the field and how they go about preparing themselves, and how strict and disciplined they are to themselves about making sure they can go every single day. And you see guys in the big leagues, like all these, like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. If you look up their stories and what they do to take care of their body, it's like they go to the extreme. But if you want to be the best of the best and play at the top of the game every single night, like, you got to take care of yourself like that. You got to do some things that you don't want to do, and that's just kind of what I've learned through these veteran guys. Is you just got to stay disciplined with yourself, and you got to stick to your routine. And there's going to be times where you'll be sticking to the same routine for 2 months straight and you're kind of tired of it. But the one day that you take off the routine is when everything just starts crashing down and everything starts not feeling the same. And it's just, that's kind of what I learned too. Is I've had days like that, but I'm young too, so I'm able to recover a lot faster than some older guys. But that was probably the biggest thing, is just discipline with yourself.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it while you're there.
Exactly, yeah. Enjoy my young life, yeah, being young.
Well, Colson, we'll bring you back right after the break. First, we'll take one quick break to thank some of the sponsors that have made this interview series possible. We'll bring you back
Sounds good.
right after this.
Every family deserves a roof over their head. It's essential to stay dry, warm, and well rested. TNT Roofing in Holland is committed to providing that for their clients. TNT Roofing has been in business since 1996 and will take care of new, tear-offs, repairs, or shingle roofs. TNT Roofing treats every roofing project as if it were their own home, and your trust is important to them. Put your roofing needs in the hands of TNT Roofing and give them a call today at 812-536-3057 or visit them at 9750 South State Road 161 in Holland.
Kirstein's Homes and Designs is your trusted new home builders in Jasper with over 60 years of experience. They take pride in being your local partner for crafting exceptional living spaces. Discover the excellence of new homes, quality construction that stands the test of time, move-in ready homes, affordable without compromise, custom home designs tailored to you, and lasting connections with a Kirstein's Homes and Design. They'll build your custom home on your own land or in any of their subdivisions. Call 812-482-5072.
And we're back here on the Montgomery Minute, take two here on WITZ. Of course, Colson Montgomery joins us now live from Charlotte, member of the AAA Knights. Now, Colson, you've got a busy schedule coming up. And I don't know why I keep bringing that up every week because it doesn't get any lighter for you, really. You're at home, which is about as light as it's going to get. Now, you've got the Durham Bulls in this week. What do you know about that team? What are you looking to improve on this week?
Okay, yeah, the Durham Bulls. I mean, everybody when you're in AAA is what I've heard is all this is about the Durham Bulls. It's
Mhm.
Tampa Bay, the Rays organization, and they've always been really good at developing guys and things like that. And they always have some studs, some really good guys. So we're gonna see quite a bit of guys. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Junior Caminero. I'm pretty sure that's his name, and he's a top prospect and things like that. And I know they have a really lot of really good top prospects and guys who have been up in the show and things like that. But just gonna stick to my routine, stick to the same thing that I do this week is just stay consistent with everything. And I'm feeling really good at the plate and feeling really good in the field. So I'm excited with how things are gonna go.
Well, it wasn't just a couple of years ago in high school where you saw somebody that might have been a sophomore and you thought, great, I'm going to have to deal with this guy for a couple more years. Have you run
hmm
into guys, whether it was high A, double A, and now triple A that you've seen before and thought, same deal, great, this guy again?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. It's been a couple of guys. It's more been infielders and things like that with certain organizations, and it's just like, I played against this kid, Junior Caminero. I played him a whole bunch last year in Double A, and it's the same thing. It's just a pain. I mean, he can hurt your team in so many ways, and uh, I mean, I kind of like that though. I like the challenge, so that's what I was also going to bring up is I'm going to challenge myself a lot this week because they have a really good pitching staff. They have a really good team, so I'm up for the challenge of see how things go.
As you find your routine, as you get further into this year, being established in once again new surroundings, you find yourself with any superstitions? Because obviously that's a big part of baseball. Guys do certain things, not changing socks, whatever
Oh
Luis
yeah.
Salou thought he was doing.
Mhm.
We probably can't share that on radio, but do you find
Yeah.
anything? Do you find anything, superstitious or things that you keep going back to for comfort?
Mhm. Yeah. So I've heard some crazy superstitions with being in this game and especially with baseball and how much of a failure sport it is. So, but no, I'm not very superstitious because I remember going back to a story of when I was going on that on base streak my first year. I was started to do the same things every day. I found out about the streak and then I would do the same thing and then I would get on. And then the next day I was like, oh, if I do this, then the same thing and things like that. And one day it ended and I was like, well, do I end the what do I just stop doing what I do? And then I just came to my head that if it starts becoming a part of your life and superstitious about your life and things like that, it's just not the best way to go about it. And it's more of, I think, if I have to go shower at the same time, put on the same clothes at the same time, just in order for me to play good, then I got to take a step back and think, well, that's not what making me play good. It's my preparation. It's my routine. It's me doing all these things that I work so hard for that make me play good. So that's one of the biggest reasons is I just don't want those things making me think that I have to do that to play good. So that's kind of what my take on superstitions. I've heard some really crazy ones, but I don't really have any.
So you did mention that on base streak, and like you said, it's a failure sport. It's a streaky sport. If you
Mhm.
had, let's say you had a 20 base or 20 game on base streak going that somehow you hadn't figured out yet, do you want somebody to tell you and let you know, or
Mm.
just ride it out until it's over with?
I would say kind of just write it out because there's times where you think a lot in this game, and I feel like if you're doing if see if you ask the best players in the world when they are hot, when they're on, you ask them what they're thinking, they're gonna say nothing. They're gonna be like, I'm just going out there, I'm playing, and I'm just trusting everything that I've always worked hard for, and just doing the same thing. And it's if you ask guys who are not playing good, it's probably because they're thinking too much about things. So in that case, I wouldn't want to know. And going back to my first year, I didn't know for the longest time so I didn't have Twitter. And then I got Twitter, and then I saw the stuff about everybody saying like, "Oh, it's 25 games." I'm like, "Oh crap!" Now now it's in my head. And then the next day I saw it 26, and then and I'm like, "Oh boy!" And then that's just kind of another thing of the social media stuff is you can't really get wrapped up all into that because everybody has their opinion of you. If you're going good, if you're going bad, and the only thing that really matters is the opinion I have of myself, and that's really all that matters with it all. But I wouldn't. No, I'd rather be told right away, or not be told.
Gotcha. So I did want to let you know I've got Coach Mattingly coming up next week.
Okay. Oh
We're
boy,
going to be talking to him.
He's gonna have a lot to say.
I bet it'll all be good. We're going to have some story time though. Hey,
Yes,
before I let you go, because you've had 3 home runs here in the month of May already. The home run trot, are you practicing that? I know you're practicing it out on the diamond, but are you walking through the practice facility?
No, I wouldn't say I was. No, I'm not really practicing it. No, you just kind of try to run as smooth as you can, I guess, because that's really the one time everybody's just looking at you, So
If you trip, they're gonna know.
Yeah, they will know. Yes.
Well, Colson, thanks again for the time. Go have yourself a good series, and we'll catch up with you next time.
Yep, sounds good.
And this has been another edition of the Montgomery Minute here on WITZ.
Eagle Hair TV in Ferdinand has exactly what you're looking for to enjoy your home cinema entertainment. The LG OLED Ultra Slim design with ultimate gaming, ultra-realistic picture and sound, and even greater brightness is the TV for you. Game with the ultimate power of LG OLED. Visit Eagle Hair TV at 1445 Main Street in Ferdinand for the best selection for your home entertainment. Check out the LG OLED today in the showroom at Eagle Hair TV in Ferdinand, where the service never ends.
Whether you're looking for home, auto, commercial, life, group health, or Medicare supplement insurance, it's Collie Insurance of Holland, Colson Montgomery's hometown. Collie Insurance, they're here to help you with all your insurance needs. They've been a trusted independent insurance agency in Southern Indiana for over 40 years. For great, exceptional service with a trusted agent, contact Scott or Chad Blessinger at Collie Insurance, 536-3548, or their partner agency, R.J. Foose or Patoka Insurance Center in Jasper, 482-4584.